Hi, my name is Sherry Sanders and I'm a County Extension Agent working in White County for the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. And this is Agriculture. This series is designed to celebrate and promote women working in the field of agriculture in this state. This month's feature is Jennifer James, and we are in Jackson County at the community of Auburn, and this is her story.
I was actually home from Fayetteville Christmas of my junior year. Gone to a Christmas party here with a bunch of my high school friends and got asked out by Greg James, who was a couple years ahead of me in high school. I'd known him forever. We had never been anything more than just friends. Anyway, we went out on the first date and everything just kind of seemed to click. It was almost kind of scary, you know, how you kind of know when you know. But I had to go back to Fayetteville and get finished with college. He had already graduated and he was working. So we did the long distance thing until I got out of college, and fortunately it was before cell phones and text messages, and so I still have a shoebox of love letters and, you know, all those good memories of our courtship, I guess, so to speak. But I got home after graduation and we both worked for a little while, and then we got married in 1995. Greg was working here with his family here in Newport. They had a car business and a car rental business, which was really going and blowing during those years. The Newport economy was a little bit better than it is today, and a lot of people would rent vans and go on vacations and things like that, or need a car when their car was in the shop. And Greg really built that business up until about the mid-2000s, I think 2004. He kind of felt an itch for the farm. He'd always worked on the farm in the summers during high school, so he had some experience and knew what he was getting into. But he came and joined us then, and so we've been farming together ever since. So I always tease him that he was the farmer's husband before I was the farmer's wife. All of a sudden, Dylan James showed up on the scene, our son. He was born in 2000. He's a millennial baby. And it was tough being farming and raising a child and having the schedules that we had to have. And my role changed on the farm somewhat when I became a mom. But it was natural change for me and more into my strengths in our business, and so it all worked out good. But he would come to the bins during harvest and he would help with the trucks, and he was always tagging along with either me or my husband or my daddy, you know, on the farm. So he's definitely a farm kid, and actually he's 23 now and he's back on the farm full time. It is his passion and his love, and there's nothing better than a parent who can bring their child home to the farm. Working on the farm with your family is not easy. Although we're thrilled that my daddy is still very active on the farm, I'm, you know, ecstatic that our son had the same interest that we did. And he has such a passion for it. And you cannot learn passion, you cannot teach passion, you know, so that just thrills me to death. And he wants to just soak up everything. He does. He just, you know, even as a little kid, he knew all kinds of things before he probably should have, you know, because he was so interested in it. So he's kind of worked through a lot of the, you know, the grunt work jobs. You know, he's put in a whole lot of rice fields in his young years and shoveled a lot of levees and swept out grain bins, and, you know, he's done a lot of the hard work, and then he's learned how to run technology, run all these precision planters. You know, rice seed is super expensive and you don't plant very much per acre, and you have to really dial down those drills and do it accurately or you'll overspend, you know, for the budget. So he's been able to learn how to do that and the importance of those budgets and learning about cash flow. And he's starting to get some interest in all of the business side, you know, the crop insurance, the farm programs, budgeting and financing, and going to your lender and putting your hat in your hand sometimes when you have to, you know. So he's got a lot to learn. He's only 23, but we're hoping that as we are working through our progression of, you know, my dad's retirement or lack thereof, because I don't think a farmer ever really retires, but and then as my husband and I get a little bit older, and he'll hope to take over our operation one day.